Welcome back, y'all, to the Stay Gold channel. Another discussion for our movie chest. This week's pick, Police Story. Directed by Jackie Chan, starring Jackie Chan. Man, can do it all, doing his own stunts.
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know how he's alive still, man, after seeing some of the stuff he pulled.
Joke, dude.
It's like, jeez.
Yeah.
I was like thinking watching this, he's got to be in the upper echelon. Like, I was like getting Tom Cruise flashes, and I was like, okay, Tom Cruise is an action star, doing his own stunts. Jackie's out here hanging on to moving buses.
Yeah, right.
You know, driving through, taking down squatter villages. Just,
yeah. Yeah, he's got the magic, man. I don't know, like I don't know. We're kind of like lesser for not having this man performing these stunts anymore. I don't know. I came out of this movie like really, really loved this movie and really wishing we had like more of something that this movie had. You know, like this is like one of my first like true dives into like Jackie Chan. I don't know how many movies he actually is. Like
17 director credits.
Yeah, surprising. Yeah,
I feel like we should maybe toss more into the movie chest.
I just told Noah that we need to might have to add Jackie Chan to our directors.
That too, yeah. Directors dive, because I mean he has to be spearheading like this movie specifically, but all his movies. Like he's just got a mind clearly for stunt work and like action and entertainment and
how to capture it.
Yeah.
That's definitely where this movie shined the most, was those action sequences and the fun aspect about it. Like, yeah, the story was pretty solid, but like when it came down to it, the best parts were when he was just hamming it up, and also the action was just insane. It was good.
There's like the cake gag, like early on.
I love how another cake appears and she like gets him with another cake.
Yeah.
3 cakes.
Yeah.
你點啊？
爸，我冇事。阿飛，走咗啦？又會走得咁快嘅？
都係我唔好，佢一心一意俾個驚喜你，點知你帶個女人翻嚟，我仲着成咁，係人都嬲咯。
哦，係佢至識嬲，我夠嬲咯，又唔聽人解釋。而家成個蛋糕俾我一個人食晒啊！今次就算佢送翻嚟道歉，我都唔會原諒佢噶啦。
我諗佢唔會。
嗱，我睇死佢翻嚟噶啦。Happy birthday! Happy 鬼 Happy 馬咩？
Yeah, but I mean, like the opening huge stunt, I had seen Corridor react to it before. Did you see that one, Noah?
Yeah, Water Village.
Yeah, where the cars are just going through the village. But holy shit, dude! Even like seeing that before, that stunt is like you're just witnessing legit destruction on screen.
Yeah.
And like I was just in awe, like legit, like it was crazy.
You know how much like planning probably went into that, of like, all right guys, make sure we get all this, like, go one shot.
And you see the people just like standing there, like kind of like waiting to see like where the cars are gonna like fucking roll and like ready to. I don't know. I mean, at the end of this movie, they show like behind the scenes, and they're just like wheeling people out and shit that are injured. I don't know. At the bare minimum, you're witnessing people like putting their bodies on the line in this movie in a way that's gonna like impact them forever.
Yeah,
dude, like the amount of falls everyone's doing, you know, like to react to all the fights and stuff. It's just like there were some falls where I was like, people land on their necks and their backs. I'm just like,
they're done.
Bro.
Yeah. But Jackie Chan, like that's what's great about him, is he's not gonna like ask you to do something and that he knows like you can't do, like because he's doing it all himself too. And
right.
I don't know. There were some like one of the stunts that stood out is just like guy just like falling on the escalator, and then there's one where a guy like goes through a table, and the table is like a perfect oval, so he has to like launch himself. I'm just like, holy fuck, bro! Like the precision and the trust, like insane, man.
Dude,
I don't know.
Doesn't the main girl or the secretary get like thrown off a roof into a pool?
Yeah. She must have been a stunt performer too, because she gets thrown through glass too. Like, I mean, so many people get thrown through glass.
So much breakaway glass.
In the behind the scenes, one of the first ones, it shows her practicing to get thrown under that table, so
Oh,
she
really?
must have done
Okay.
her own stuff too. So like,
That's cool, man.
yeah.
I mean, that's what like I really came out of this movie loving is like it's all practical, all
Oh,
movie, baby.
fuck
Like
yeah.
you don't even have to worry
Yes, sir.
about anything, like
Yeah.
because it's all right. Like even just like it's towards the beginning, like the guy just like pees his pants, and
Yeah.
it's just like that everything they're doing is just gonna be right there for you on screen.
When he's chasing after that bus, like he's really hoofing it too, because like he is
Fucking-
really putting in the work to catch up to it.
That
It's
man
Mhm.
climbs a mountain up and down before the bus gets
Yeah.
around it. Like what?
so good.
Yeah.
It makes you miss practical stuff, man. Especially nowadays. I mean, I
does.
think I say that pretty often, but it's just like nothing beats it. And that was like the most magical stuff about this movie was that it was all practical and it's a good time. I mean, it just makes it more enjoyable
Yeah.
of an experience. Bottom
Yeah.
line, you know.
Without a doubt,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's fun. Like
Yeah.
to me, the I think where Jackie Chan shines the most too is like there's great like fight choreographers nowadays that are really like getting like, but mostly it's to me like the fights nowadays are like, yeah, I'm gonna throw my fist over here, throw my limb over here, throw my foot, throw my like. Jackie Chan is like, where's this fight at? Like, oh, it's in the mall. Okay, we're gonna go into this store and use this coat rack. You know, like he uses the environment to his advantage, and he makes it a story. The fight is a story. Like the movements all have a purpose. Like movements have purpose in the sequences nowadays, but a lot of them are like just in a room, and it's like the dodges are cool, right? The dodges are cool. You like them, you know, like. But this movie just explores so much more, like, and just has so much fun with. That's why it's so fun, is because he's just grabbing random shit around him.
Yeah.
And it's something you've never seen before, and he's just, I don't know, he's amazing. It's insane.
The
Yeah.
closest we get nowadays, I would say, is John Wick in that regard,
That's
especially
true.
like the latest one where he's going through the gun shop and the horse stuff, and
Yeah.
but even like the raid, I would say that's pretty up there in terms of like, I don't know, getting this practical, because they actually land punches in those movies and they're actually hitting each other. They just like slow them down right for the impact. So it's like there's some out there, and those are like the greatest fighting movies or action movies in my opinion. And then that's what, like, again, going back to this from the what is this, the 80s? It's like this is up to par with some of the newer shit that I'm watching that I'm really enjoying in terms of the set pieces and the action sequences and the stories there too, where you're engaged the whole time. It's just needs something simple like this nowadays. Every once in a while to just make sure that movies are still alive.
Yeah.
Not
it's like
doesn't have to be.
benchmark, right?
It doesn't have to be this giant IP nest.
I'd say Bullet Train this year had a lot of good like set utilization in its action too. Like they must have been taking notes from the master here. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause this is the guy who just brought it all. Like I don't know. I don't know if there's anyone before him that really captured this type of action, but I just assume.
Yeah. Other than Bruce Lee, I can't imagine there would be anyone who like
Yeah.
brought karate and like this, like the choreography, all that stuff to like the limelight. I can't imagine. But
And even when it was hand-to-hand stuff, it wasn't like unbelievable. Like he was actually taking hits and stuff, and I don't know, it just felt super improvised most of the time too with the hand-to-hand stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, it's awesome to like see our hero like come out of that. Like he's getting his ass kicked while he's kicking everyone's ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and he's
by
so
the end of it,
physical with it
bloody.
too. Like he puts his whole body into it, so it's just you're in with him.
Yeah. For sure.
Very impressive.
I think like another like the action's the huge highlight, but the tone of this movie was, like you said, it's fun, it's playful, like there's just it's looking to have a great time. There's one of the moments that stood out to me is just like, wow, this movie's just silly. Is like he steps in shit, and then there's like a dance sequence where he's like scraping shit off his shoe. I'm just like, hell yeah, man. I mean, they're throwing darts and they're like completely missing the board, you know, like. They're just
the,
like
phone bit where he's like, like all the phone calls going.
dude. Yeah.
Literally gets his lines crossed. Like, I don't know.
I would watch this movie a lot, I think, on rewatch. Just like just because it's
Yeah,
such
me too.
it's so fun. Like, and I had a great time, and it's so cool too. Like,
Mhm.
there's like fast zooms, like the editing's like
Yeah, it's so dynamic.
high paced.
Like I
Yeah.
noticed all that. Yeah.
It's got like the revolver spin. This character's cool, even though he's kind of
Yeah.
goofy and shit. You know, like
Mhm.
You think he had a lot of pride in that sequence where he's sliding down the pole through all the lights because they did
Dude,
three cuts of it.
Yeah. They were
stunt
like,
so
we're
cool. Had to be shown 3 times. Yeah.
parts were flying. Yeah.
I did read a little
Sick.
bit, and I think Jackie Chan got injured like a few times on this movie, and that one I think
sure.
was like, but he like springs up like, I don't know,
Yeah.
man. That guy's an animal. And I don't know how he made so many movies because he goes down that pole, and then you see him like spring up and like punch a guy. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, it was like the story was like it knew what it was, you know. It was like a
Yeah.
little satirical, a little goofy. Like wasn't trying to be the super serious like rogue cop, you know, going out striking out to get the bad guy. I mean, it was that, but it was like poking fun at that, you know.
Yeah.
But still managed to be badass. So yeah, like, yeah, this was a
Super good.
Yeah, I'm
action
glad we
flick.
watched this one. This was a good pick. It makes me want to watch a lot more of like Jackie Chan shit too. So we should definitely
Yeah.
find a way to
Sure.
get back to it. You know.
See
Yeah.
what else he's got in the bag for us. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There is
I
a
think there's
police
two.
story too, right? Like,
There is.
There's a bunch more, so
Yeah.
started them up. Yeah, there's some. I just want to make note of like some gags too. I think I made the the like moped. Like that was like another funny cut where she's like she like
getting
lost
away from
control of the
it.
moped, and then it just cuts and she's like on it driving away. This is good.
Yeah, that's
That
good.
the kind of like goofy break in with his buddy, like
The
the
knife
slasher.
dude.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just like he's like trying to pantomime him that he's not knocked down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love how
Yeah.
like right after that scene he like calls. He's like, I gotta call, and he calls his boss. He's like, I quit. This is like way too hard. Like it's way harder than I thought it'd be.
Plugs in the phone as he's talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was just fun. Great movie. I think I don't know. I read that this is the movie that Jackie Chan is like most proud of too. Like it's I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
that.
firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
It's just great. I had a great time.
Sure.
I'd give this like 4.5 easy. I don't know.
That's exactly what I landed on. I was like tempted to give it 5. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm on a solid 4, I think.
That's for sure.
it's
man.
worth it. Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. Anyways, you guys can join us for the next movie chest.
Yeah.
Figure
See
out
what we
what's-
pick.
Yeah, next pick will be
Stay gold.
Stay Gold.